Hi guys, how you doing? Now, if you've been using affirmations and wondering why you're not getting the results that you want, I can tell you there's a reason for that, and it's to do with your subconscious mind, and I'm going to be sharing how you can overcome that. My name's Jez Sadler, I'm a law of attraction teacher, and in this video I'm going to be sharing 3 easy steps to help you create affirmations that truly work. So let's get right in. Hi guys, how you doing? Now, scientists have worked out that we have between 50 to 100,000 thoughts going through our minds each and every day. 50 to 100,000 of thoughts in our subconscious and conscious minds, and over 80% of them are negative. Over 80% of those thoughts are negative, so is it any wonder that normal affirmations don't appear to be working for most people? You may have had that experience where you've been using affirmations to try and manifest what you wanted into your life, and it's not quite happening. And that could be a good reason for that, is because of these negative thoughts that we have, which are counteracting the positive thoughts that we're putting in. The good vibrations, the positive vibrations, are being outweighed by the negative vibrations in our subconscious minds. Well, here in this video, I'm going to share 3 easy steps that you can use to overcome that. 3 easy steps to create affirmations which work for everybody. And this is how we're going to do it. First thing we have to do is remember that opposites attract. You know the story with the magnets, the different poles, positive and negative, they attract each other. And that's why you get that saying, opposites attract. Well, the first thing you have to do then is find out what you want from what you don't want. And how you're going to do that, you make a list. And I've got a worksheet here. You can download this from Michael Lozier's Law of Attraction book.com, or you can go to my Facebook page, Facebook group, I have to say, Jez Sadler LOA Teacher, and you'll find this in the units section under files. Okay, so all the worksheets I'll share today you'll be able to download from my group. And down one side, as you can see here, you list the things that you don't want. Okay, and then on the opposite side you list the things that you do want. So for example, in my one I've got here, this is to do with my ideal lifestyle. So you choose whatever it is you happen to be. It might be your ideal career, it might be ideal relationship, it might be ideal level of money in your bank account, or whatever it happens to be. It doesn't really matter. What you don't want down one side, and then on the opposite you have things like, for example, I have here, I don't like being in debt. So opposite that I've put, pay my bills on time and in full. Okay, or it could be not enough income. So I've put opposite that, having a healthy level of disposable income. So you can have things like that, you know, all the way down, and then as you list them here, put a line through here. So because you don't want that anymore, you can turn that around. So all you're focusing then is on these ones that you want. So that's step 1. Get clarity from contrast, as Michael Lozier calls it. And I just say opposites attract. That's a fact. Okay. Step 2 then is to reframe to win the game. And by that I mean you have to reframe the wording of your affirmation, of your positive declaration, so that your subconscious mind will accept it as truth, as a positive. So for example, under the normal circumstances, if I used a affirmation like, I am leading a positive and rewarding lifestyle, says my subconscious, oh no you're not, you're living in a rented apartment, you know, you haven't got the money you want, blah 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 blah. So all that negativity outweighs the positivity I'm trying to instill. And unless I use subliminal recordings, which I have been using lately, which are very, very successful as well, but I'd have to say thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of affirmations to reprogram my mind to accept that affirmation. This is an easier way. You use what's known as a desire statement. Okay? Again, you can download this from a Facebook group. I'll put the link to it in the description. And you write up the top, my ideal, in this case, my ideal lifestyle. And then you reword it. Okay? You see what it says on the top there? Let's read it out. It says, I'm in the process of attracting and allowing all that I need to do, know and have to attract and allow my ideal lifestyle. Okay? That alone would be enough. So that's a positive statement. It's in the present tense and it's factually true because you are always in the process of doing something and your subconscious mind will accept that. But then you can back that up. You can strengthen it by putting some emotion into it as well. So for example, I love the thought of money flowing to me easily from all sources known and unknown. How powerful is that? Or what about, I love seeing myself as a fit and healthy person. Okay? That's all true, isn't it? You do love seeing yourself in that way. You do love the idea of all that money coming to you freely and easily from all those different sources. Or what about, I love the thought of creating new, positive and beneficial relationships. If you're, for example, in an area where you're working in an area where you're surrounded by negative people and you want to change that, that's an affirmation you can do. You can use that as part of your main affirmation. And in Michael Lozier's book, The Law of Attraction, he goes through different wordings, different ways you could put that. And what I'll do in the description, I'll put those examples in there as well, so you can use them as well to make your own. Okay? So you reframe to change the game, to win the game, so that your subconscious mind will accept these affirmations, these positive declarations as fact and accept them as truth and continue to work on them to help you raise that vibration to a positive level and attract the things that you want into your life. Now, there are going to be times where you may have doubts about what you've written. So you've done the first part, which is figuring out what you want from what you don't want, the clarity from contrast. You've now written out, reworded, you reframed your declarations, your affirmations to make them fit your subconscious mind, to help it accept them as a truth. But you may still have that little niggly doubt, feel a little bit uncomfortable about what you've written and what you want to be saying and what you are saying to yourself. So that's where step 3 comes into, and it's called validation. I call it validation. Validate to eradicate. Drink down. Validate to eradicate doubt, or allowing statements, as Michael Lozier says they are. And what you do on this, you can just maybe see that and read that a little bit. Okay. So all you do on this is that these are allowing statements created to help you understand the possibility, which is the opposite of doubt. Okay? Whenever you hear yourself doubting that something will happen, create some allowing statements to move your thoughts to a more abundant place. And here are four guidelines when you're doing that. Firstly, is there anyone on the planet having or doing this right now? Talking about whatever it is your statement is. If so, how many today, yesterday, tomorrow, last week, and so on? Make it believable. So don't go wild. Don't extrapolate. Don't overemphasize. Don't exaggerate too much. Make it believable. And also, this is very important, exclude yourself. Any reference to yourself. This is not about you in this particular case. This is trying to eradicate that doubt that may be creeping up into your mind. So you keep you out of it, keep yourself out of it and your situation, okay? So for example, if it was a financial situation, you could say something like, millions of pounds or millions of dollars are being transferred into bank accounts every day. Now that's true, is it not? Okay. More and more people today enjoy a fitter and healthier lifestyle. That's also true. Okay. Just now, someone found money. And that's also true. Somebody somewhere has found money in the street or in a pocket that they thought they'd spent maybe. How many times that's happened to you? You've been out for a night out or something like that, and a few weeks later, you find some coins or some notes in your pocket that you'd forgotten about. It happens all the time. Thousands of people throughout the UK or throughout wherever your country you're in started successful businesses in their 60s, their 30s, their 50s, 80s, 90s. It's true. Okay? Someone has just met their soulmate. That's also true. Okay, so you have allowing statements which help you to eradicate that doubt. So validate to eradicate is what I call that. So that's your 3 steps, 3 easy steps. Might take you, I don't know, maybe half an hour, 40 minutes to write them out, to have a little bit of think about it. Maybe you can spend an hour to write out the 3 statements, or go through the 3 steps. Be careful though about what you are actually writing down, what you're asking for. You have to be careful with that. But the 3 easy steps, how often then do you need to say them? That is up to you. The more attention you give to it, the quicker it's going to happen. And I say mine, if I'm working on one particular issue, maybe 3-4 times a day. Yeah? Maybe thinking about it throughout the day as well when I've got a few minutes free, depending on what I'm doing. When I used this last year to help prevent my eviction, it was around about this time last year that I was coming up to having to go to the courts and everything like that. I used that exact same process, and those statements here, like the declaration statements and the allowing statements, I went through morning, noon and night, at least 3 times a day. I went through them off, I knew them off by heart anyway, and I was saying them again just before I went to sleep. Okay, so the more attention you give and the more time and energy you give to those statements, those declarations, the quicker it's going to happen. And you can use this process, this 3-step process, to manifest anything you want into your life. It works. That's all I can say. It works. So there you have it, the 3 steps to ensure that your affirmations will work. 3 steps, 3 easy steps to help you create affirmations which work for you and they work for everyone. So that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again.